The Whispering House. It began with a dare. On the edge of a forgotten town stood an old house everyone called the Whispering House. Nobody lived there, not for decades. The townsfolk said the walls could speak, that if you stayed quiet long enough, the house would whisper your name back to you. Kaito never believed it. He was 17, stubborn, fearless, or maybe just good at pretending. His friends often teased him for never backing down from a challenge. That night, under a crimson sunset bleeding across the sky, one of them said, "If you're so brave, Kaito, and stay in that house until sunrise." He smirked. "Fine. I'll even record it. Proof that your ghost stories are fake." So with a flashlight, his phone, and a half-broken courage, Kaito walked through the overgrown path that led to the house. The gate creaked open as if exhaling after decades of silence. Dust floated in the air like ash. The house seemed to breathe. Old wood expanding and contracting like lungs. Inside, time had stopped. The wallpaper peeled like dead skin. The floor groaned under every step, and the air carried a strange chill. The kind that presses on your chest. Kaito laughed nervously. "Just wind," he muttered, filming with shaky hands. Then came the first whisper. Soft and faint. Almost too low to notice. "Not Kaito." He froze. The voice sounded like his own name. Carried through the walls like the house remembered him. He turned off his flashlight, maybe to prove to himself it was nothing, and stood in the dark. The air grew heavier and he could hear the house breathing, the floorboards shifting like footsteps behind him. He turned quickly. Nothing. Only his reflection faintly visible in a cracked mirror. But in that reflection behind him stood another shape. Pale, thin figure watching. He spun around in empty air, the reflection now normal. Heart racing, he forced a laugh. Nice try, brain. Minutes turned to hours. He wandered through rooms filled with old toys, faded photos, and portraits with eyes that followed him. In the attic, he found something odd. A child's drawing nailed to the wall. It showed a stick figure family, 4 members. But each face was scratched out except one. A boy with black hair and red eyes. Underneath, scrawled in trembling handwriting, "He's still here." That was when he heard footsteps upstairs. But he was already on the top floor. The whispers returned, louder this time. Layers of voices, all calling his name, overlapping like 1,000 mouths in the walls. He dropped his phone, the flashlight rolling, spilling dim light over the attic floor. Shadows twisted unnaturally, the air vibrated. "Leave, before he finds you." Kaito grabbed his flashlight and stumbled toward the stairs. But the hallway stretched longer than before. Impossible. Bending and twisting like the house was alive. Doors appeared where none had been. He opened one and found the same attic he had just left.